Well, hello, Podia friends. Okay, excuse the crazy hair and mess behind me because we are currently moving, but I had a few requests for a tutorial on some different kinds of animated backgrounds. So I want to show you a site that I'm currently working on for a client and then how we can achieve this look. I've done a couple other tutorials on different banner styles with Canva, but this one was pretty cool. The client loved this, so I'm going to recreate this on my site and show you how it works. Now, you may already know that in the background of each row, you can have an image. You cannot have a video as of right now, but you can animate the image and have a GIF or a GIF. I always pronounce it wrong. Somebody's probably gonna scream at me in the comments, but you can have an animated image in the background. So that's what I use to create different effects like this. So on my site currently, I have kind of this like little sparkle effect, and I've seen people kind of have this sort of look as well. If you want something subtle in the background, you can crank up or down the transparency of that image if you want it to be more visible or less. But I thought that this one was super fun. Sherry has a really robust brand guidelines, and she has this really cool font that we use in her site design. So I created a banner and had the text animate. So I want to show you how to do that. But don't be afraid of these animations, and don't be afraid of big, bold color, especially at the top of your website or your hero section, because it can really pop off your design and you can create some really fun contrast. And then we kind of alternate in this case, so we have this really bold top section and it really makes the text stand out as well, so it speaks for itself. Then we follow it by something with a lot of white space so that it's not really overwhelming to have a whole bunch of bold all in a row. And nice big font in some of these areas as well, so it really stands out. And then you can mix in different colors with the card, or my favorite, which is the split layout, so that image takes up the full height of whatever that box is. And then this is something creative as well. So I'm actually using that same font, and this is a split layout as well, but I'm cranking that image width all the way down to like 10%, so that it looks more like a border on one side than it does an image which you would typically see, like this in the top, right? So this is a little different on the side. Okay, so let's create a banner like this and upload it so you can see how this works. Now, this is Sherry's big brand guidelines, or my copy of it. So when I'm creating images for a client site, such as this one and this one, so if you see something that has a lot of detail in an image here, it's not a bunch of background layers, right? The only row background is the animated words in this case. And this whole thing with her and the cutout and these words, this is its own image that I've created in Canva. So that's this image here. So it's got all of these crazy layers and glow and shadow and all this fun stuff. And then the word banners, what I actually did was just typed out basically like her tagline and what she does, made it really big, stretched it on the canvas a little bit sideways, and then used the typewriter animation. And then we have different variations of it with her colors on different parts of the site, and in her footer actually. So if you use animation in the footer, if it's subtle, it's pretty cool as well, right? It's different looks. So this is, stark contrast on the black with the lighter text and the animating in there. So let's create one for me so you can see how this works. I'm gonna click create a design, custom size. I'm gonna go 1920, nice and wide. And my header right now is, it's not super tall, but this image is going to be swapping. Let's make it, I don't know, let's make it 800 to start with and see how we like that. Okay, so here's my canvas, and I'm using my kind of like medium color purple at the top, but I'm going to go in the background and I'm going to use, here you go, my purple. Now, if I really wanted this design to stand out a lot, I suppose I could go with the really dark purple. Do I want that? Maybe. I think I'm gonna leave with the lighter purple for now. I feel like it's less aggressive. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and create the words. So let's move my camera, grab some text, and let's just type empty desk solutions. Brittany Hardy Podia Pro website design, email, I'm just typing the main things I do. I don't know. We'll see how it looks if I have to take some words out. Email, actually, let's say, yeah, whatever. Email marketing, membership. Okay, so it's kind of like 3 areas of what I do. Okay, now I'm gonna just make a bunch of copies of this, like this. And I might actually want it to not look like it's all in a line, so let's do it like that. Okay, now I'm gonna make it white, and then we're gonna make it really big. I probably didn't need so many lines, but you get the idea. I'm gonna zoom this canvas all the way out so it's easier for me to stretch this where I want it. Oh, and we're getting rid of this bottom one. Okay, and then I'm going to move it to where I want. Now I probably kind of want part of my name to show, and I don't know, maybe like this. Okay. Now we can play around with the different fonts if we want. I'm going to use one of the fonts that's in my logo. It's quite bold. I might want something bolder, but let's see how this works. I'm actually gonna just crank down the line spacing a bit so there's more of the words. And I'm actually gonna bring the letter spacing closer together as well, because then you can see more of what I'm trying to achieve, because I want my name in there, I want Podia in there, and I want at least part of the company name. Okay, so now I'm gonna crank down the transparency as well, just a little bit, because if you have something, unless this is just a row with nothing in it and just a giant image, there's text over this that we have to be able to read. So I'm gonna crank it down. If you use the inset feature, you can have a color background, like a full color background without transparency, and it would still work. Or if you're using the card layout, but I want my text to be able to be legible right over top of the banner like this, just like we have on Sherry's site. So I'm gonna crank this down to maybe about there. And then we'll see how it looks. Sometimes it's trial and error. You're gonna upload these to your site and see what you think, and you're gonna go back and forth till you find something you like. Now, to get the animation, I'm gonna highlight the text, I'm gonna click animate, and you can kind of preview different styles, but the one I'm using in Sherry's site that you can see is, where did it go? Typewriter. So this is the one where it looks like it's actually animating in, and you can kind of slow it down, now up or down. Now I'm kind of noticing that it's not, there's some weird spacing. Let's see if we like that. All right. Okay, now we are going to download this image. We're gonna see what we think when we put it on the site. So download, and then you're gonna have to choose GIF or GIF. If you were overlaying this on top of another image, you could have it transparent. Like if you had a different color and you wanted just the words over top, but in this case, I want the whole thing. So I'm going to download it like this. Canvas, for me, any Canva, pardon me, seems to be quite slow when I'm downloading a GIF. I don't know why, but we'll let that do its thing. Maybe while that's loading, let's go over here. We're gonna click into our row, and okay, where you add the background image, this first, when you have an image row, this first image placeholder, that's this guy, that's what's on the top. So to access your background image, you're gonna click design, and then down here where it says background image. So you can see the one I have there right now. Let's save this just in case so we don't lose it later. And I've titled it so I know what it is, EDS gradient background. So let's go over here. Still downloading, it's so slow. What can we do in the meantime? Because I'm a fan of multitasking. Should we audit my site while we're at it? I am definitely going to change up this section. I liked it for a while, but I'm kind of bored. kind of bored of it, and I have some new brand photos, so we're going to splice those in. I think this is still okay. Maybe these affiliate links will change. Pro tip though, if you have a bunch of affiliate links for different things, you can get some significant traffic from it on your homepage or a page like Tools That I Love or Tools That I Like. And then that way it's actually also easy to find if you're someone like me and you're constantly sending your affiliate link to people. I just say, oh, they're all on my homepage. Let me go grab that for you. Or here they all are. And then I do have them also maintained inside of Notion and database of them. But this is a nice, easy way to get people to be able to click on them. All right, let's see. We're still downloading. Look how slow this is. This is sometimes the problem with doing videos in real time. I don't have a script. I just kind of wing it and create something that people are asking me for or something they've seen in another design. And by the way, if you want any tutorials on any of the other designs we've created, if you go to empty-solutions.ca and you click Build and Design Your Website, if you scroll down below our packages, there are some, not all of them, because some people don't want their sites almost like a non-disclosure. They don't want them shown, but there are samples of recent sites, so you can get some ideas and inspiration from here. So this will be updated soon as well, because we've launched a few new ones. Okay, are we finally downloaded? We're still sitting there. Look at this. This is crazy. Okay, almost there. You want to say hi in the video? Always seem to have little visitors crashing my video. Say hi. No, this is Daphne. She likes to create shenanigans while I'm on Zoom. That's her deal. You know what? I can show you one more thing while this is downloading. I don't know why it's being so slow, but here's another site we're working on right now. Okay, this is one we did. Well, this logo design is new because we did that as well, but this is another example of something you can create with. It's a bunch of different layers actually, but this image is in the background of the kind of woman with her hands out. And then this with the words, there's, I don't even know, probably 20 layers in this design, but these words are a Canva image, same thing as this button. So you can really make these banners quite stunning if you can create some Canva wizardry. And there's lots of templates you can buy as well. So don't be afraid of kind of creating something different. Okay, I think we're finally downloaded. So let's go up here. We'll get rid of the background image that we currently had. Oh, you drew on your hand. And let's put this one. I'm going to rename this Empty Desk Solutions Brittany Hardy Podia Pro. I mean, you want to get crafty, name it something that will help your SEO. We can go to the park after this. Okay, and this is pretty fun. So I think this is still legible. The text, I might crank up kind of the, you know, the boldness and stuff of this text so it's even easier to read. But this is a pretty neat effect with the words. Let's hit publish so I can show you outside of the editor. Here you go. That's what it looks like. So that was my little tutorial for the day. If there's anything you want to see and learn how to do it from any of the designs you've seen us put out, happy to create those tutorials, and I hope everyone has an awesome rest of your week. Bye!